Hello and welcome to the latest Apex Networks RMS Release update for version 2.4.0.0. We're going to look at the changes and updates that are being constantly developed by the software team at Apex and will be coming to your system soon to improve your customer experience. The first couple of changes are to do with the sales accounts. Accounts export flag will allow you to select which invoices are exported to your accounting package. You will now be able to select from all, none, individual only, or consolidated only. These options will replace the invoice export flag in the sales account. Next is consolidated invoices. It will now be possible to select which columns are shown on the back sheet. This will be customizable on each sales account. Then we have web portal notes. When a web portal booking is made, any notes that are sent with the original booking will be visible in the notes section of the job. You will need to remember that booking notes is a permission set within the portal user settings. In the scheduled reporting function, the ability to include driver notes has been added. Also, you can now select account groups in the menu settings. Next is specialist equipment. When this is selected in a job, it will show in black the equipment that you have priced in the relevant rate card, and the equipment that does not have a price will show in blue at the bottom of the list. This needs to be set in Settings, then System Configuration, type Equipment in the search, and change the value to False. Registration Lookup Alert. There is now a warning flag if this vehicle registration mark has been looked up previously. This avoids paying more than once for the same lookup. Clockout notification. If your system is set to notify you when a driver clocks on, it will now also notify you when they clock off. Average times report. You can now include job tags to this report to help filtering out unwanted data. Site revenue job count. This is a new report function which allows you to report per month on driver job counts and revenue earned, which can now be split by site if you run multiple sites. Next is Resource Allocation tool. This function has been added to the ANS acceptance screen to help you calculate not only what resources that you have available, but also a more accurate ETA. ANS Job Refusal can now be set within each sales account to auto-accept a job, manually accept a job, automatically refuse a job with the option of only when on night control. Next is ANS Divert Cancel Jobs. Now, when a job is cancelled by a work provider when on night control, the job will be marked as cancelled via ANS rather than just cancelled. Rotas can now be printed without the problem of the names being printed on a separate page. Trailer miles duplication issue. There were a small number of issues reported where the trailer mileage was duplicated. This has now been fixed. Cleardown processing the complete time. There were a small number of issues reported where the cleardown time was not being processed when sent from a subcontractor. This has now been resolved. Retail bookings. There has been a redirect URL added to the retail booking setup screen to allow the screen to redirect after the booking has been completed. In addition, the screen will now pass some of the booking details to the redirected page upon completion. In the last RMS release, we added a new feature called Training Packs. Apex Networks have developed this feature further, so it's now possible to scroll the list of training items in the Training tab of the Employee screen. In addition to this, it is now possible to set a recurring period for items, and the system will automatically fill in the next due date when recording a check for an employee. If the recurring flag is marked, it will now update the training pack to be recurring for all employees with that pack. The RMS holiday booking portal has been developed, so it will now calculate the number of days based on the employee's shift, or only considering days when they are on rota. This feature works alongside the rota function in RMS. We identified an issue where in some cases the exclude from rota flag was being ignored. We have now resolved this. It is now possible to specify policy documents that should appear on the employee portal. A notification can be sent to employees, and it is then possible for an employee to mark that they have read and acknowledged the document. It is also possible in the HR module to list which employees have read these documents and which have not. Users may find this useful for the upload of policy and procedures for your company and tracking the status of your employees' development. As part of this development, we have redesigned the employee portal slightly and provided the option for the employees to download their clocking record for any date range. The last feature that Apex Networks has improved is Fleet Management nightly email reports and notifications. When email notifications are created in the Fleet module, the email notification will now consider the vehicle's depot. To create email notifications, users will need to go to the Fleet module, click on Auto Emails, and then Email Notifications. This notification can be user and site specific.